Okay, and looks like we might officially be live right now. So, to anybody who's coming in, if anybody's coming in, I don't even know if anybody's going to come in today. My name is Matt. I am your host for Conservative Trades. It's a brand new day trading channel that I decided to start to uh, demonstrate how a conservative trading strategy can be very beneficial, more beneficial than you might think. And I know there's a lot of channels out there where people are taking massive trades with massive position size, and they're flaunting all these $10,000, $20,000 P&Ls every day. And it, I think for a lot of people that are coming into the world of day trading, it can be a little overpromising, and I think it can be a little overwhelming when they themselves actually fund an account for the first time and begin day trading. And so I'm here to just demonstrate what I consider to be a very conservative trading strategy, and just kind of demonstrate how day trading can be done without having to have some super huge position size. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be focused on right now. And so anybody who wants to join, anybody who wants to watch, anyone who wants to be a part of it, just I welcome you. And if you enjoy the content, don't forget to click subscribe. And I will be not only day trading live every day, Monday through Friday, roughly beginning around 9 o'clock, just so we can start getting in the pre-market research. Do a little, develop a little bit of a game plan, and but also, so I'll probably come in starting at about 9, and we'll probably go to, 10, 11 o'clock, just depending. And then I'll be doing daily recap videos as well. So right now, this is my first time kind of doing all this. So pardon me if you guys are commenting or asking questions and I'm not responsive. But I'm glad to have you here. I hope that you guys are enjoying this so far. And we'll get to it. We're going to do some pre-market research here. So right now, the S&P 500, and I've actually got it up on another screen, but the S&P 500 looks like it could be due for a bit of a correction, and we may start to come down and test these levels. If we break this level here, it also lines up with these previous daily levels over here. I think that could be pretty significant. So we are going to look for a break, probably around $330. And if it breaks $330, and we'll even look for here we're going between 380 and 360 basically. But I think if it breaks 380, 360, I think we have a potential to come down at least to the $300 mark, and it could keep going after that. But we're going to keep an eye on that today. WWE has been struggling, and this is one that I traded on a couple times last week, and I'm planning on trading on today if it breaks the $40 level. Now, there is some pretty solid previous support right here, but I don't see this as too major of support level, and I think we could get at least a good enough trade. But if it broke down past that, I think the next real solid level of support is going to be around anywhere between $32 and $34. So I went ahead. You can see that this L right here tells you that you have to locate shorts, and I went ahead and located and purchased 800 shares for short. It was very inexpensive, and as a matter of fact, let's see here. I've got stuff going on another screen. There's a 21.84% short float on this, which is pretty significant. Which means that, well, first we could get a short squeeze. There could be a short squeeze, and if there is, I'm going to look for it to squeeze up to these levels here around 42.50. Okay, and it could keep going after that, but I think there will be at least enough of a pullback to pull out a little bit of profit. But if it doesn't, and if it comes here and breaks through 41, I'm gonna feel pretty confident about that. So but I am going to look for this spread to close in a little bit too. So we're just gonna kind of take it easy on this one. We're gonna trade it very conservatively. When I say conservative trades, I'm talking more, share size, and you can tell my charting programs. I don't have tons and tons of indicators up. These are very clean charts. I play off of very key levels of support and resistance. I watch volume, and and I do pay attention to VWAP also. You'll see that start to appear on the charts as the day kicks off. But I do pay attention to VWAP, but VWAP and volume in previous areas of support and resistance, I think, because by and large that's what the vast majority of traders are looking at. Now I will include, as you can see here, the 9 and the the 9 and the 20 EMA from time to time. I will include that. So but I don't like to rely on these exponential moving averages. I think that they're very significant, and I think they're more significant even on the daily chart with the simple moving averages. I think that those are much more significant. And so I'll kind of keep those up. The major daily moving averages from the 200 to the 100 and the 50. But when it comes to day trading, this stuff moves so quickly, and we've all been in trades where we've seen that none of these levels were really officially, or none of these moving averages were ever really officially respected. They can be respected, don't get me wrong, and they can definitely tell a good story, and you can definitely make trades off of them. There are some really good trading strategies there based on moving averages. But what I'm saying is that with the kind of trading strategy I use, it requires a little more patience, and we have to remember that these are lagging indicators. Okay, they are lagging indicators, and they can easily break through. I mean, even right here, look at all the people that might have squeezed themselves out, and then and then it dropped right back down. And same thing here. They broke back through, but this could end up just going and tanking right back down. And I understand we're in pre-market right now, so there is a bit of a difference there, but it's just if it's almost like this. You've got a big toolbox here of a bunch of different things that you could use to base your trades off of. But what are the more reliable tools? What are the tools that seem to work the vast majority of the time? Those are the tools that I want to use. Okay, and it might take a little more patience. Okay, you might have to wait a little bit more, and but you get greater confirmation. Greater confirmation with using things like volume, previous areas of support and resistance, and and then VWAP. I think VWAP has become an extremely strong indicator, and so you'll notice I have a lot of strategies using VWAP as well. So those are the top 3 indicators that I would use. Like I said, volume, VWAP, and then I consider previous areas of support and resistance. I consider that an indicator, even though it's not a quote unquote technical indicator. But anyway, let's see. I've got stuff going on other screens over here, so you might not be able to see it. Let's see here. Okay, so let's see. This one's popping up. Not really much happening though. That's light volume. This one could take off though. I think this is one of those ones that has had, you can see all these spikes. It is a previous runner, a former runner, whatever you want to call it. It did break up through the 200-day. This could go somewhere today. I'd be willing to put that on watch just to keep up with it. I typically do not like, and let me see if I can locate anything. Okay. I typically don't mess with these low float small cap stocks. Let's see, OT. Okay. See what the news is on this, if any. Okay. Nothing really since January 28th. They presented a preclinical result for their gene therapy collaboration. Um, so I don't know. I mean, it looks like there was actually, there must have been some news off of that. Where are we here in pre-market 331? So I suppose if it broke through 309, that this could prove to be something to look at. So I'm gonna put this one on too, just because it's easy to short. You could jump in with some pretty significant share size on that. Let's see here. YTEN. Let's look at this. Let's see. Don't know why it does that. Okay, so let's look at this. YTEN. Okay, it's sitting around $8. Okay. It had gone all the way up to it's showing $14.95. That was the other day. So, I don't know. Again, I'm not too concerned with these types of stocks here. Let's see, VTVT. Looks like there's something going on with VTVT. Okay. It's above all major moving averages there. Yep. Okay. What's going on with this? It's got an incredibly high short float. Can you even locate shares? Oh, you can. Look at that. But it's super expensive. How much is this? $98. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, you could probably do well off of that. I mean, but I don't want to mess with it. It's honestly not worth it to me. It's honestly not worth it to me. It says announces positive results from part 2 of the phase 2, some kind of study. Okay, so I mean, it's got some pretty good news on it, but I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. Not for that amount. Watch this be the runner for the day. And let me see. Let me just check out something here. Okay. ADVM. Okay. Let's look at ADVM. See what's going on here. Okay, this one doesn't typically move much. Let's see. %13 short float. They reported, I believe on Friday, it looks like they reported, Saturday, new interim data from cohorts 1 and 2 of optic phase 1 trial of ADVM intravitreal gene therapy I don't know. I honestly don't know how strong that is. Let's see how far back this goes. Okay, and let's see what we're looking at as far as. Okay, so it kind of filled that gap. If you look here at this level, it kind of peaked up to here. I mean, it could take off today, guys. It's a roughly a Depends what you're looking at. I mean, it's if you look on FinViz, they're calling it roughly a 58 million share float. It's showing basically 62 million share float on the scanners. It's had about 200,000 in volume. So, it's easy. It's easy to short. It's easy to short. The thing is it does not look like there's much room for it to drop. But I want to keep it on. I want to keep it on the scanners. Okay, so ADVM. We'll keep it down here. Okay. Guys, I'm not seeing a lot. I'm really not seeing a lot. There's not much movement. And this might just be one of those days where, I mean, this might be one of those days where we really just don't take a lot of trades. This might actually just be one of those days. So, let's see. Hewlett Packard has some decent volume. MAC, HPQ. So HPQ. Okay, there's a little pop-up on that. What's that all about? Let's see, HPQ. It's really way more than Xerox raises HP Inc. bid to 24 a share. Yeah, I'm not interested in this. Let's look at MAC. See what's happening with that. 140 million share float. Short float is 24.15%. It's not bad. Conference call, presentation, edited transcript. I don't know if this is some kind of sympathy momentum. 2676. I mean, it's hitting up against that 100-day moving average. Doesn't typically move that high in a given day. I don't even know if it could get down. I mean, there's so much going on here, guys. I'm really just not. I'm not seeing too much. I'm not seeing too much that I really feel like messing with today. Not saying that something couldn't go, but it's just not that great. It's thin pickings this morning, basically. So just not feeling it. But I'll tell you what. Here on WWE, I am going to be looking to take an order down here at 41. And I would feel pretty confident. Let's see. The break of 41. We would test. Let's see. The break of 40. We would test the break of 40. 36. That's not showing anything there. I don't know why. I almost wonder if this charting is just a little off, a little more than I'd like for it to be. But again, I'll look for this gap fill. This is the one that I'm gonna be watching probably the closest. TWLO also has an opportunity to move down. It would probably butt down against this moving average. But on the daily, if we took away, and this is what you have to do sometimes, just take away some of the moving averages. I mean, this could come up and then make for a great reversal trade. It could come up to 123, and if it fails, you know, so ADVM spreads too much on that. 800 on Tesla. This is one that I don't know if I would mind, as long as the, as long as the S&P 500 continues to look. Let's see. Let's keep that. We're used to, let's see. We're used to looking at this on the daily. Even on the 15-minute. Okay. All right, it's 9:30. May start to take this. If it looks like it's going to reject. We'll start with a 200 share position. There we go. And we'll look for that break. And I'll add in on the break. I'm going to go ahead and put a stop. If it pops back over 61, I'm going to want to get out. So, buy those shares back if it pops up back over that. But if it breaks 41, then of course I'm going to jump back in with another 200 shares and just kind of take my average down. Let's see, what kind of a move can we get here? Gonna buy stop there at 58. Move that down a little bit more because this could really snap back up. 44. Buy stop. We'll say 56. See if we can get a good move down. There's a big short float on this. It's heavy short float. Looks like it wants to break 40. I mean, So here we go. Here we go. And there we go. We'll get in another. So we've got 400 at 22. We'll stop by at stop at 31. See if we can get a push on these 400 shares. See if we can get a good push. There we go. It broke that. So it's moving down. I might actually take the first 200 off at like 57 or something like. Well, it's bouncing back up. Let's see. Well, this isn't good. So I'm going to want to actually take a 400 stop at probably the break of 30. So 41, 31. Buy stop 400 at 31, 30, 41, 31. We'll get out. Didn't have a clean break there, guys, but I want to be patient with it. I want to give it a chance to work out. There we go. Okay. Okay, so there was a pullback on that. TWLO has kind of reached up to those levels. Okay, and it's still pushing. Still pushing. Tesla. Let's look at some of these other ones. Doesn't look like a lot of volume on that one. Don't really want to mess with it. AMD could be getting ready to face a rejection here. This looks like a good level of rejection for AMD. I'm going to go short at 96 on that. See if we can get a little bit of a pullback. And let's see. Take it at 86. Just look for a quick scalp on this. Stop. Buy. I'm set that there. OTC. Okay. Nothing happening on here. Nothing happening on here. Let's look at LK. LK's been very whippy the last couple of days, but I don't know if I trust it. Don't know if I trust LK. LK has messed me up way too many times. So, TWLO. Yeah, there's just not, I mean, there's not a ton here, guys. There's really just not. Pretty good resistance there, but it's not as good on the daily, so I don't necessarily trust this one to the fullest, but it would be great to see a break of VWAP. We could probably take the profit at 49.76, maybe make a $100 profit there. Take off the first 300 shares. 49.76. Let's see if we can get that. Hopefully we can get this to close out there, and then we would take the other 200 at 66 probably. So unless it just squeezes back up, and then of course we'll take it at probably 09. So here's what we want to do. We want to now get out at the break of 50. So we're going to put in a stop of 500 shares at the break of 50. We're going to keep those losses small. And now we're going to put those 300 shares down even lower at probably 49.72. Make a little bit extra on those shares, because if it continues to break down here, and especially if it closes on the 5-minute below VWAP, that could be significant. And so anyway, there we go. And we got out the first there, and then let's see. So we've got, okay, continued momentum to the downside. Let's take the other. Well, let's just see what happens. So I'm going to put a stop on the last bit of shares at the break of 50. So if this breaks back over 50, we'll get out. And really, you know what? I'll set it to break even. Stop. Let's see. Well, let me look at the 2-minute here. Break a 90, yeah. 93. Stop buy. Where did it close? Oh, it closed above the VWAP. Okay, that's actually not good. So you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and get out here at the break of 90. Let's see. Buy, stop. There we go. We'll make a little bit on those last few shares there. Okay, major push down. WWE having a hard time. TWLO having a hard time. 24.27. Where are we at here? It's not any major resistance though. I don't know if I feel good about that. I think I'd rather it get up to these levels up here at 126. So we'll wait on that. ADVM. This is looking like a big giant doji here. I also like to, I do like to pay attention to longer time frames. This looks like a pretty decent scalping opportunity here. I should have taken that. I thought too long about that one. Here, let's see if we can get. I mean, there's still good buy volume on it. It's just not a ton. 17 is the break of that. Looks like it could be respecting it. I'll take it 33, and we'll take the first 300 off. Just do this conservatively at 22, 22. We'll say buy 300 shares there, and if it breaks above 50, I'll think about adding in a little bit. Let's see. Make sure we don't have any kind of previous areas of, let's see here. Okay, this actually just broke a trend line, so I don't know if I want to stay in. But let's see if it fails, or if it's just slow moving. Looks like it might be slow moving, so it looks like let's see. Let's see. It's making a strong push, but it seems weak. Oh, I accidentally took too many. 1246. That's not good. That was a little too many. Let's see. So I'm going to get out. I'm going to go ahead and put something down here at 50. 7 for 300 shares. See if we can get that. This is not good. I accidentally took way too many shares over there. So all right, I've got to go ahead and get out 300 there. Okay. 54. $67. Sorry guys, I can make up for it though. 31, so 68 was the last. 200 there, so. All right, let's get back up on WWE. Let's see what's happened here. I'll jump back up on that other one here in a minute. There we go. TWLO. It's not hitting anything major that I can tell. I mean, 125, I guess that's a pretty big number. So, okay. ADVM broke high of day. Obviously, just got to get out here. So, okay. Heavy loss on ADVM, guys. Totally my fault for accidentally moving in too quickly with too big of share size there. AMD's making a strong push. Okay, looks like it's having some difficulty. Still don't trust it. WWE 22. It's looking like there might be some buy up going on here. We may be able to make back on ADVM if it cannot break 1350. We may have a good significant move back to the downside. So we'll just, I want to see where this ends here. Look at the 2 minute. Just continue to make strides. Okay. Let's see. No, it's not quite what I wanted to do. Let's see. We're going to push up. We're going to push up. Or are we going to start to fail? Totally failing. Okay. I'll take it at 38, and if it pushes over 49, I'll get out. 5, stop, buy at 13.50. Okay. Just not hitting it on this short here. WWE continuing to push. We're waiting for that 42.48 level. Maybe even the 42.55. $42.22. Let's see. Yeah, I don't trust it. Just going to kind of give this a minute. Might look for this to break VWAP. See if Tesla's hitting off of anything significant. Kind of. But the daily chart still looks very good for a move down to 769. So let's see if we can get a return to VWAP on that real quick. I'm going to remove that one. Okay. All right, guys, I will be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. Just going to be a little patient here and see what's happening with this. Okay, it's getting bought back up. There's significant sell volume on there. Be interesting to see. So if this breaks 68, I could get in here and just take it at 68. Went without me. Definitely don't want to get in there. Let's wait for a pullback. See if we can get a pullback. ADVM. It's not incredible news.
Hey.
EPC, DAM. Let's see if this breaks here. See if it breaks. Yep, it's breaking. Okay. Let's look at DAO. No previous areas of resistance. Okay, this is new. Looks like it's forming a it's having a hard time breaking through the trend line there. Let's see. Let's give it a second here. 63. So if it breaks 46, I'll probably want to get in. I might even get in with 500 shares. Well, look at EPC real quick. This actually looks more interesting. $37.39. This is easy to. I would take it at $37.32. So. $37.38 is where I'll stop. We'll say $37.36. Stop. Buy. Doesn't break down through there. Look at this. Okay. See how much of a flush we can get down. It broke VWAP, but I'm not I don't know if I'm completely buying that VWAP break. This would be awesome if it could break down through all of this. So we'll let that play out. So PC, TWLO, looks like it's peaking. WWE looks like it's getting close to those levels where we would want to get in. Roughly 42.62, maybe 42.55, 42.62. EPC shot up. Okay. Guys, today is just not my day, unfortunately. Hate that I had to start here. TWLO could not break that. Okay. It's pretty significant. So I'm at 124.38, and I will take it at the break of 124.60. See if we can get a strong move down on this one. And it failed, of course. Of course. Let's see if we can do 10 here. So we're going to go ahead and get in on Tesla. It looks like it's forming a bear flag. Could make a pretty huge break from this point, and I will set my stop at 799.08. AMD continues to move up. Okay. TWLO did not resolve in my direction. Oh, just got me out. Stopped me right there. But it failed, so I may get back in here, yeah. As a matter of fact, and I will wait for one more move up. We'll take it at the break of the 15-minute candle, which is right there, 24.70, 72. Let's see. There we go. Maybe we can get a full breakdown here. I really want to see Tesla break down past 780. I think we could get a really nice move to the downside. Probably back to the levels of 772. I really like to see that. Maybe 775. And that's probably where I would take my first bit of profit there at 775, and I might take it all there. I got in at 793, so yeah, that would be a good $200 move. Really looking, like I said, looking for the break of 80, 780, 780, 325 is the first, obviously. And I really want to give it room to work. So the biggest issue today so far has been, it's one of those days where when you give these trades room to work, they can still go against you, and you got to be prepared for that. So, and there are times where I got out too soon, and then obviously my biggest mistake was accidentally taking too many shares on ADVM. Took way too many shares on that. But this is the reality of trading, guys. And unfortunately, it's got to be my first day, my first day doing this. Doing it live, I should say. I did pretty well last week when I was testing the platform. But now that I'm going live, it's just one of those things where, it's the ironic part of it. It's just irony all over the place. So, can't really do anything about it. But I think there's still enough time to at least make up for some of the losses and you know, on the day and everything. And so I think we can do that. I don't know if I'm going to get back to zero, but I can definitely, like I said, I can definitely make up for some of the losses. Um, I need to remove that from my list. I don't even know why I went in on that. That was the one that I was going to go in on. I bought shares to go in on. Um, but I don't know. I honestly just don't even trust it at this point. It's too thinly traded. Very thinly traded. Looks like this one. That's a, by the way, talk about indicators, guys. This is a big indicator right here. I mean, it tried to break. How many people went short here? And then they got it bought immediately, bought right back up. Let's look at this on the 2-minute. I mean, it's not, honestly, guys, it's not looking promising. And it would probably be good for me to get out at 795. So I'll probably just set the a stop order at 795. Stop, buy back in. But you know, if it wants to keep going, we'll let it. But let's look at this. Let's see what we're looking at here. Yeah, I would love to see a tank, just a complete crash all the way down to those levels. That would be great. S&P 500 is rocking and rolling, guys. I mean, it's making a very bullish move right now, but it's weakening on the buy volume, so it very well could just continue rolling. Tesla is finally working out. Like I said, we're looking for a breakdown of 780. Going to try to be patient with this. And again, I mean, this just might be one of those days where, you know, you try to be patient, but it just continues to roll against you. I mean, that's very, very, very possible. There's several times today I could have just taken profits and been out and I'd be done already. But then you don't ever really profit the way that you're supposed to. You have to be okay with having losing days. You have to be okay with, you know, trades not working out in your favor and going against you. And I mean, you have to be okay with that. And you're going to have days like that where all you do is just get chopped out of the market. But in order to have those days, you have to be the type of person who's willing to let their winners run. Okay? Because when you let your winners run, that's when you make up for all those days that you get chopped out of the market. That's when you make up for it. Okay? So Tesla's working out really nicely here. Again, I'm going to look to get out probably, let's see, I got in at 793. So I'd probably look to get out at 775.40. I will take 5 shares there. And then I will take it at 771.40. Buy the other 5 shares there. That's what we're going to wait on here with Tesla. And sure, this could end up squeezing all the way back up and just, you know, you never know when that's going to happen. You just don't know. But I imagine it would butt up against these levels of support right here. And here's what I might be willing to do at the moment. I might be willing. I mean, here's the thing. If it comes, let's look at the 5-minute chart here. I'd be willing to get out at the break of the previous candle, so 792.85. So I guess I'd still make a little bit of profit, but 792.85. 80. Stop. Buy those 10 shares. But I'd really like to see resolution to the downside here. That's preferable right now. TWLO. Okay. TWLO is strong, guys. So it might take me out here. Okay. And it took me out. So it's not a good day for me. See what's happening here. See if it starts teetering around a little. Volume is weakening. Strong. We're going to get a break here. This is all we're looking for, just this move down here to 770. Break 779. Okay, I think I'm ready to move my stop to 790. Yeah, 789.64, 789.64. So I will stop by there. 788.61. That's where we'll do it actually. Buy stop. Unless we can see a continued breakdown. We'd really like to see that here. See if we can get a pullback. Okay, AMD's making new highs. Okay. Butting up against the 50-day moving average. Okay, I'm out on Tesla, 48 bucks. This is just not my day, guys. It's just not my day. So probably gonna have to cut it here, and maybe just come in a little bit later. See if I can find something. Can look at a few more. Watch Tesla go ahead and resolve to the downside. Okay. See what happened here. Well, let's see. Okay. Good Lord. That's a volatile stock right there. Six, 18, one. How was that? 200. How did I get 4? I must have taken 300 on those first. I thought I took 200. That's the second time that's happened today. So 200 at 45.64, we'll say. on. Come on. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get out a little there, and we'll just let that other 200 ride down to 44.35, yeah. There we go. Come on. Man, wow. $45. Let's see. $44.65 is probably where I'd like to go, but very good. Very good. We can do... Come on. We'll do 35. Should have done it the first time. Well, no, because if it breaks, it's going to break it good. So, sorry, I just noticed that it touched down to around that level. So if it comes back down here, it's probably going to go even deeper. Take it at 45.25. Take the first 100. And then we'll take the second 100. We'll look for a move down to 44.65. So this is the game plan. Now it looks like it's getting bought up, but there's still a lot of sell volume here. I guess if it comes back above 46, it would be good to get out. 46.10, yeah. So we could say 46.10, stop, buy. Well, now that we're at this point, it might actually be 46. 46.01, stop, buy. Let's look at this. Come on. Whew. Almost X'd out of that. Stuck to it. That was rough. 45.99. Came right to the cusp of it. See another drop. Run straight through. That first 100 could actually now that I'm looking at it on this chart, yeah, it could come down to, I'd say 45.15. Yeah, I want to get out there. If it fires all the way back up there, I mean, I'm really going to need to get out. But let's see if we can break 45.30, make our way down into the 44s. I mean, it looks like, by all intensive purposes, it looks like it really wants to go. But we're just not going to know until we see resolution to one side or the other. It's kind of an argument going on right now between the buyers and the sellers. See if we can get a continued breakdown, continued weakness. Okay, I don't know. Looks like it might start coming back up, so we'll go ahead and get out. What I don't want to do is see another test back to VWAP. We're already starting to profit on the day, so there's no reason to let it get to that. What I really want to see is a flush back down here. I mean, there's weakness in this stock. There's a considerable short float interest on it, but it's a whippy stock. It's a whippy stock, so there's really no telling what this stock is going to end up doing. But I'm going to go ahead and put it on the watch list there and try to look around and see if there's anything else we could potentially get into. Well, hold on a second. We might actually see it go where it needs to go now. I mean, it's weak buy volume on the 5-minute, but it's looking like weak sell volume on the 15. So you got to kind of balance it all out. And this 15-minute could actually turn into buy volume. This could be a weak buy volume bar. We're going to be closing out in about 15 seconds here, so 10 seconds. See if we can get a move down there though when it opens up here. Okay. There's no buying, but there could be a quick squeeze out. It would be great to see a flush, but I think if they buy above 45.99, there's going to be a quick pop, a lot of stop losses, a lot of stop loss orders going off, quick squeeze out on all the shorts. Okay. All right. And there it was. All right. So we'll see what happens from here. Oh, I was not looking at the 15-minute. Pardon me. All right, guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys. I'm back. So, so there was a rejection there. Literally just got me out, and now it's coming back down. So, I don't know. I don't know if I would be, let's see, 46.23. Guess we could be okay with taking 200 shares here and getting back out at the break of 04. So we'll do that. Take that, and if it goes back over 46, 46.10, we'll get out. Stop buy at 46.10. So otherwise, we're gonna give this a second chance to come and run back down. Yeah, we'll give it another shot here. And look at that. Look at that move right there. It did. It played off the 4280 levels, came all the way down 4211. Yeah, played off those levels just about perfectly. So and go back here, and by the way, if we get a good flush down, we're going to want to take it at about 4470. So 44, we'll do I guess we could see if it would flush as far as 4470. Yeah, do 4472. So let's see if it can tank. This really could just flush majorly, have a major flush down. I might even, you know what, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the first shares at like 4470 or 4484, and then we'll let the others ride down to like 4454 or something. So it's failed that. It bounced off the moving averages. Again, these are lagging indicators. We've talked about this before. And this is whippy. It's back and forth. There's no way for us to truly know how everything's going to resolve here on BHVN, but it is looking pretty promising to the downside right now. So again, we know that it's had bad news. For those of you who weren't around earlier, the news today was, well, a couple articles. Biohaven's investigational anxiety drug fails in trial. Biotech stock crumbles after drug fails to pass muster in anxiety. So it's had a string of bad news reports this morning. I didn't read all of them to you, but it's also got a 13.4% short float interest, and so yeah, I'm thinking that this has room to really fall today. So let's see here, 45.30. I mean, these are significant levels. I mean, it's sitting on here, it's sitting here, which is, you know, could be acting as support back here. Let's look. Yeah, all the way down to like 43.43. I think it would be good, but it's thinly traded. What we don't want to happen is for the algos to come in and take control of all this. Let's see what it's looking like on the 1 minute. It's looking like a double bottom on the 1 minute, the 2 minute, but 46.04. $44.67, yeah. See if it can break through that double bottom there. If it can, I think we can break 45, and I think we can at least get these first 100 shares off at 44.84. I'll probably be ready to take it. I'll cancel my order and just try to take it here if I can. Let's see. I'll set it for like 45. So just in case it's not eating up my order when it gets down there, if it gets down there. 45.31. I feel like it's doing the same thing that it did back here, where it kind of teetered around, looked like it was going to pop up, but then it ended up flushing. I feel like it might be doing the same thing, and then it's just going to end up flushing. Flushing down. We just need it to get down to this level. Right down here. We just need a good significant flush down here. Take that stop off there. Please fail. That'll be a great sign if that can fail there and continue to flush down. It'll be a great indicator of where this stock is going to end up going. But, you know, on the 15-minute, looks like it's losing steam. The 30-minute, and on the hour, the hourly definitely looks good here. 44. 30-minute. You know, this is why I just feel like that this has, based on everything that I'm seeing here. Now, granted, sell-off volume is weakening, but it's making lower lows on the 30-minute, which is just pretty good. You want to slow down the time frames as much as you possibly can. But continues to get bought. So all right. Tesla ended up resolving. Look at that. Goodness gracious. Come on, Tesla. Did you really have to do me like that? Okay, looks a little weak. Looks like it could be rolling over. 36.13 would be the level. I think we could get a quick $100, maybe $200 on this. Okay, so I don't even want to mess with it. See a push. See a push down there. Come on. Buyers are stepping in on that trend line there. $45.80. So yeah, 45.81 is going to be, I don't want to go past that, you know. I just don't. Okay, here we go. We're riding on the line. Now you might be saying, why don't you take this profit? But again, this is not how the strategy works. And you got to trade according to the strategy. Yes, I may have to just break even on the trade. I get that. But I'm giving it room to play out. And patience is a huge, huge part of this. Okay, and like I said, you know, I could get chopped out of the markets all day today and it could end up bad for me. And it's already bad for me right now. But, you know, if there's an opportunity for me to make that back and do well here, I need to give it that shot. I need to give it that shot and give it some time to, you know, to play out in my favor. So what I could do if it bounces, I mean, I can go ahead and take it at the break of, because in 1 minute hasn't really broken that EMA. So I could take it at 45.70. Because it really should break this right now. And if it doesn't, then yeah, it'd probably be good for me to get out. Get the break of 78, buy stop at 78. So we'll get out there, pay for the trade. But yes, I really would like to see a breakdown here. Man, what a buy up. It's really teetering back and forth right now. And I like to give them room to play out. I like to, you know, because it can always pop up, squeeze people out and all that good stuff. Um, okay, this is it. I think this is the this is the test here. This is the test. 'But if we crack this, I'm expecting some pretty good results. Okay, now I think I will be willing to move my stop down to 65, maybe 66. Do 69. Buy stop at 45.69. Okay. This is a tightening pattern here. It's really getting wound up. So it's either going to shoot up really high in one direction or it's going to tank in the other direction. I don't think there's going to be anything slow about it. Once the action starts to happen, I think it's going to go pretty quickly, again, to the upside or to the downside. So I really want to see a break of this trend line. I think if it breaks this trend line, we're going to see some amazing results, and pretty quickly. And likewise, if I think if it breaks through this 20 EMA on the 9 minute and breaks past this 45.66 mark, we could see. Really, I would be looking for probably the break of this 45.80 mark, but I think it would. I think a lot of people would get squeezed out because I would say that the sentiment is more bearish than anything else right now. Come on, you can do it. See, this could be looked as something that is a pattern, as a curling pattern, like it's about to curl and come back up. So that's why I said, this is all part of day trading, though. You trade to the best of your ability, and if the story ends up having to change, you've got to be able to recognize that, and you want to be able to recognize it in good time. You want to recognize when the story is starting to change, and you want to know how to detect that, and you want to make adjustments as needed. This could be it, guys. This could be it. And I hope that it is. Come on. Now, this is getting to the place also, and here's where I said the story changes a little. I can go ahead and scalp 40 on this. So that's what I'm going to do. So now my buy stop is going to be at 45.65 on 100 shares. And I'm going to get rid of the 44.84 buy, and I'm going to let this resolve to the downside. Okay, it's broken the trend line. Here we go. Here we go. Now I'm going to let the rest of that 100 shares ride. So what this did was it brought me back a little bit of profit, and I was basically saying that, okay, if this bounces off this trend line, I at least need to pay myself for the last 20 minutes of work that I've done on this. What did I tell you? Flush down past that. What a flush. You want to pay yourself. You want to pay yourself for your work. That's a big part of this. Really is. It's a big part of the strategy. If this comes up to here, I'd be good to average in a little bit. Actually might be okay with averaging in right here, although that flush was not as quick and as big of a flush as I imagined it would be. I really feel like that flush should have been bigger than that. This is where short squeezes can happen, because you have so many people expecting for that to happen, and then buyers step in here and gang up on everybody and force everybody to buy themselves back out of their position at a higher price, which is why I'm sometimes hesitant to add. But if it continues to look weak, I'll definitely add, because there may not be enough buyers that want to get on board, with that. And so everybody's seeing something different here, but to be able to break down all the pieces, analyze all the layers of what's happening, and just kind of take the data that you have before you and make the best decision possible. I mean, that's honestly, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. You just have to make the best. You have to make the best decisions possible. Okay, so I think I'm just going to let those last shares ride there. I'll even take that off here momentarily, just while I check out what's going on some of this other stuff over here. So. Okay, this is looking like a rejection pattern here, 42.53. So could I let that go up to 63? Yeah, I wouldn't want to, but I think it'd be worth it. I'll give it a shot here. Let's see. I think it's worth a shot. Should have taken that. I hesitated. TWLO. We still working on that. Okay. There's no real clear levels there. 126.41 is the clearest level I can see right now. This last buy candle there was a lot of buy volume there. Okay, so this is the time of day where we begin trying to scalp our way back. We look for opportunities like this. That move on Tesla would have been so clutch. If I didn't allow it to get myself out here. Let's see. I moved my stop. Yeah. Oh. And it got me. I should have kept it at 790. That would have resolved very nicely. Could have been more patient with that one, guys. Yeah. Oh, wow. This is one that popped up on the scanners. So, oh, and okay, so we got out the last there on BHVN. Looks like it might be struggling at that level though. This one had popped up on the scanners, but I honestly don't know too much about it, so okay. This one looks like it's getting a little wobbly up here. Let's see what's up with the SMS. No real news. So look at that. So it fought its way back up to the trend line, shot up. Um, yeah, this looks like a decent one to jump in on. So we may get a move down to VWAP. We may get a good scalping trade on here anyway. So we'll take the first 100 at 130.84. I think we can probably get a move down there. And then we'll wait for a break of VWAP on the other 100 shares. This is Roku, by the way. Just thought I would check on it. Roku typically has some decent liquidity. But this, I moved in on the hourly, and see this giant wick here, and it's just kind of starting to sell off, and so I feel like we could get a move down there. At least, you know, maybe somewhere back to VWAP. So we'll take 130.84, and then we'll, like I said, we'll look for the break of VWAP. We'll see if we can break it today. Let's see, 131.16. So 130. We'll say 86. That would be $30 on that. $130.86, and then 130. Let's see, 64. We'll say 66. Yeah. See if we can get a clean break down there. Yeah, it's looking pretty good there, and yeah, so we broke out of that, or we're breaking down out of that wedge there. We should be able to at least test that. I should be able to get out at least those first bit of shares there. There we go. Did I get out? Yep. Okay, I got the first bit. See if we can get this to go down even further. Get a test of VWAP, breaking these levels, 130.66. Might even let it ride to take 50 off at 56. How's that? And then we'll see if we get a break of VWAP or work towards a break of VWAP and take the other 50 at 130.26. You know, 130 is it's a pretty well established whole number, so it might not get quite through 130. So see what we can do here, and let's look on the 2 minute, the 1 minute. Let's see if we're looking at any potential double bottoms here. 66. At this point, I would be more prone to just average in. See if we can get a second flush down to 66. We'd clear out probably another $30 on the trade if we could do that. And I'll take it at 76 if it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. $56, excuse me. I want to break 66 and get a flush down to 56. There we go. There's a nice little flush. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm going to take 50 there. We're tacking it on, cleaning it up. And I will let that other 50 shares ride. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, because if we can break through all this, probably want to, 130.26. I'm down with that. Or 130, maybe 130.36. I don't know. Let's look here. 15 minute, it's broken. It's breaking all the levels on the 15 minute. I mean, we could see a good serious flush. I'd like to capitalize on that. Although the SPY is still looking strong. Looks like it's forming a bull flag. Come on. I'll do a stop on if it comes back over 131. So I'll do 130.98 buy stop there. Otherwise, we'll see if it can break through, take me out here at 26. So I'd really like to see. Let's see, as much as it's moving down, there we go. Come on, you gonna get me? You gonna get me? You broke VWAP. It came right down to my order, guys. Came right down to my order. So, because it did that, I'm gonna put my stop above 76. We'll say above 76. Yep, stop, buy. And I'm gonna let it ride down. Yeah, we'll actually do it above 74. Stop buy. because this is now showing that if it breaks VWAP again and can stay below and it cracks through that previous level, it has potential of going even further. I could get a full $50 move. So let's see. 16 on 25 shares. Oops. Oh my goodness. What did I just do? I should have double checked on that. So I'll overcompensate now. 29.86 on the last. And I will put in a stop order at 130. 66 on those last 25 shares. Really is what I'll need for it to be, be worth it. Pay for the trade. Okay, we're having a VWAP recovery. Or is it going to be a VWAP rejection? 130.33. I might even go in with another 200 shares if it breaks it. We'll keep this on watch. Let me look at what's happening over here. Okay. So this is one of those situations where I'm going to wait for it to fill this gap if it can. 144.52. Start averaging in here. So LLY. Keep that on watch. Ooh, look at this. So it got me out. Got me out and then came right back down. Got me out exactly. I think that's where it was. Where, let's see, 45.67. Bought the last. Yep, I mean it like literally came 45.70 and then dropped. Continued dropping. That is trading stocks for you. That is trading stocks. Okay, this is what I like to see. Looks like there could be a little bit of a pullback here. 594, yeah. Okay. I'd go for this. I'd go for this. We've had a pretty good increase. I think we could get a quick move down. We make a quick 60 bucks on this, I think. And I think we would just put our stop at 95. 96 maybe. There it is. Let's see, is it gonna continue to move up? Is it gonna hold? Okay. Looks like it didn't hold. So 125.85, 200. We will take the first 100 at I think we'll let it make a move down to 55. And then we will stop it at 125.98. There we go. Getting some resolution down there. $125.94 really is kind of what we need to. Buy stop at 125.94. Let's see if we can get a heavier resolution here, because it's a pretty big pullback. We'll do a limit at 125. We'll do the 45. First 100 shares there at 45. And then we'll do the second 100 at 25. Yeah, I mean, I think we could see that. Oh, that was a quick buy up there. So I don't know. That may change the story. But we've got our stop. So at 94, I actually might want to let's see. Oof. What a buy up. What a buy up. Uh-oh. Strong, guys. It's strong. That is a strong stock today. But might not be strong enough. So, let's see. Let's see. If we can get a rejection here. That'll be huge. $26.40. Oh, come on. Not a good move. Let's see. Come on. We're down at 90. Nah, this is not good. Okay, Roku. Oh, Roku moved back up. Okay, got it. probably would not be the smartest thing to average in right now. But maybe it would. Hmm. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, so this is a critical level here, 126.40. It could reject, and we could see a move back down to VWAP, which is what I'm really hoping for in this moment. But we haven't seen it break through any of the key moving averages, which I'm not a huge advocate for the consistency of these moving averages. So it could easily break through, and that's kind of what we want to see right now, and see if we can get a good move push down to VWAP. My only concern right now is the S&P 500 is still remaining pretty strong. You know, it's definitely got some strength to it. So I'm a little hesitant, but I still think we can make at least a good move down to these key levels over here around 125.27. And as you can see, we're starting now. We finally have broken the 9 EMA. Now we're going to look to break the 20, and we'll just look for a pretty swift move to the downside. What we don't want to see is, since it reached up to these levels of 126.44, if you look here on the daily, this is pretty much 126.40 was where the previous area of resistance, well, it was a previous area of support, which can act as resistance, could be. You know, and so now it's kind of going between 126.40 and 125.66 because this could act as support. It lines up pretty well with this area of support over here. So what we don't want to see is it to come back up and break through 126.40. If it remains strong, you know, then that's going to be a pretty strong indicator that we want to get out. But I think what I'm going to be willing to do here, I mean, it's pushed back up. It's pushed back up. The buyers have stepped in on the longer time frame. So what I would like to see is I would just like to see it kind of just bounce around a little, and then work its way back down to the volume weighted average price indicator. Okay, so here we go. It's pushing up. If it can break through that resistance, then we're going to want to look to do some damage control here. Okay, so it got bought right back up, showing signs of strength. Doesn't mean that it can't reverse. But it's definitely getting bought back up. It's definitely breaking through those levels. So I think we'll have to take it, guys. I really don't want to, but well, let's see. If it struggles, and if this closes out as a doji here on the 5-minute, that could be pretty significant. But I'll tell you what, the buy volume is strong. The buy volume is strong. It's picking up. So it's really not looking good for us. Not in our favor. Could be that the S&P 500 is strong. Yeah. Let's just see what happens here. See how it closes out. Okay, so it closed out doji, um, but strong buy volume. So, and it opened up at the top of the doji. So that's really not the best news right there. I mean, we are definitely hitting key areas of strong resistance. So, if there's anybody new who's joining in right now, I'll go ahead and just tell you, and it bites that this has to be the first day that I'm doing this. It bites that it has to be that I'm seeing a pretty heavy loss on the P&L. Um, it would just so happen to be that first day in, um, but that's just how it goes sometimes. AMD is strong. TWLO is strong. LK is strong. Tesla's making a move back. ADVM was the biggest loss. That's pretty much why I'm down as much as I'm down today. I went in pretty big on ADVM. $26.22. Right now we're looking for a break of 126.50. It's pretty overextended. So, okay, we just got the break. So we should be able to make our way down here. Hopefully we'll get out the first 200 shares at 126.02. We've got an order out there right now. But the stock has been strong. It's been strong. So, but I'd like to see a retest of 126. And then obviously if we can break through it, we'll hold on to those last 200 shares as far down as we can go. 26.72, 125.87. So really want to see this break. If it gets bought back up, obviously I've got my stop here at 126.70. So I'm going to go ahead and load the first 200 shares at 126.02. I'll take approximately about a 12-cent loss on the first 200 shares, but I got in high enough up here to where we can actually redeem it if we do see a move back down to VWAP. So let's see. And even if we don't get all the way down to VWAP, we should at least make a pretty significant move. Otherwise, let's look at the 5-minute and let's check where the moving averages are. So that would be clutch if we could break that key moving average, run down. I think that would give us an even greater opportunity to make our way down to VWAP. We are still hitting all these previous areas of support, and where it could be acting as resistance right now. So I'll also be ready in case it flushes. Say it flushes down here, but it doesn't quite make it down to 126.02 or whatever. I'll be ready to go ahead and put out an order at 126.12 to take it there. Otherwise, if this just pops back up, then we'll get out at the stop, and that'll probably act as the final loss on the day. But I would really like to see a failure right here. That would confirm or give even greater confirmation that we are finally on a healthy pullback with this stock. And I think these are actually right down here at 125.90. I mean, those are pretty significant levels. Obviously, it acted as a lot of major, it's established support basically here. So we could double bottom here, come back up and then break, go for the break. Or we could double bottom here and then just skyrocket. But because of how we're looking on the daily, I really don't feel like that's going to be the case. Okay, so here we go. We're going for the rundown. I'll be prepared to take it at 126.12 if I have to. And I may end up lowering my stop. Just want to see what happens here. Be very critical to see it break here on the 20 EMA on the 2-minute. lighter buyback volume, but still looking rather bullish on the 5 minute. 15-minute shows great area for pullback. This would be clutch. If it could break the previous 5 minute candle and bust down through that 9 EMA, I would feel very confident about where it's going. And I might even remove that at 126.02, but I don't know. Honestly, I'm kind of nervous about it. I'm nervous on the day just in general, just because I'm down. So you never you never trade your best when you're nervous. Fear can get the best of you pretty quickly, and you don't want to lose too much on the day. And so I do need to minimize my losses. I'm kind of in what do you call it? I'm in protection mode, or I forget what the name of it is. My body's defenses are kicking in. My mental defenses are kicking in. I've got to preserve my account at this point. So today it's not really about profiting right now so much as it is just about preserving capital. And you can see we're sitting on this EMA. I mean, if we go for the break here, this is going to be pretty good. It's going to be pretty good. And if it doesn't take my order at 126.02, I am going to go ahead and take it at 126.12. Okay, it's bouncing off that EMA, and that's not good. It's not what we wanted to see. But let's check the 2 minute and 1 minute. Okay. It's a significant buyback, but we could still get a flush down. We've seen a few of those today. Still think we could fight towards this support level. But I'll probably be ready to take it at the break of 126.50 at this point, honestly. So I may have to move my stop. Yeah. But we've still got 2 minutes in on this candle. Okay, so that's a pretty good buyback there. Could be a fake out, could be a bull trap. So I'm going to put in a stop on the first 200 shares at 126. 50. Buy stop. The first 200 shares at 126.50. $126.48 actually is where we'll take it. And otherwise, we want to see a move down again towards 125.90. Got 20 seconds left. We did break the previous 5-minute candle. Okay. Light buy volume got close to getting out. This could be the failure moment here. Or the buyers could step in again and just start running away with it. Really want to see a break of 126.11. Okay, yeah, and I will make a determination on those last set of shares. Looks like I have a pretty good chance of getting stopped out here. Yeah, okay. Got stopped out the first. $200 there. And we'll take the next 200 at 60. Buy stop the next 200 at 60. So, see if we can see what we can find here. See if there's anything else. Let's see, MVX. Interesting. Okay. NNVC and SMSI. Well, look at that, guys. Got stopped out. And it looks like it may actually resolve. So, all right. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end out the live stream. We've been going long enough. Traded way past what I normally would trade today, and I've got other stuff to do, other stuff to tend to, other work. And so for all of you who came in here and watched this today, thank you for stopping by. I hate that first day on the market didn't do too well, but hopefully we're gonna make some of this back. I'm gonna try to decrease this to about a $300 loss on the day today. So if I can make that happen, I'll keep you posted. You can come back later today. I'm going to post a daily recap video where I will show my final P&L for the day. And yeah. Anyway, that's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll come back in the markets tomorrow. Today was a choppy day. It's a slow day. There's not much going on. It hasn't been the best day for a short bias trading strategy, which is what I pretty much hold. So. You have days like this sometimes, and that's fine. It's all about just decreasing your risk or decreasing your losses. Doing the best that you can to control them, and just continuing to trade by the rules that you create according to the strategy that you prove. So, and I've proven a pretty good strategy. Actually spent several months in a trading simulator proving this very strategy here that I'll be demonstrating to you guys in the weeks to come. So hopefully I'll be able to prove that the strategy is profitable, and hopefully as we go on through the week we'll make back our losses and even make a little bit of a profit this week. So anyway, look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, and again, check back later today on the channel, and I will be posting the daily recap video where you can see my final profit loss sheet on the day. All right, guys, take care. We'll see you then.